We Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Emmanuel Anyoki, and last time if you watched the other video, this time around I told you we're going to talk about budgeting, how you should budget for your wedding. Last time we spoke about why people should get a wedding planner. I'm talking about mostly my Cameroon context because most people don't know why they should get a wedding planner, with complaints that it's expensive, and secondly everybody feels that they can plan their wedding. It's when it does not work well that people understand why they should have gotten somebody to do it for you, mostly if it's a professional wedding planner like I do. So you can check on my Facebook page. It's Special Weddings. Just put special weddings on Facebook and you see a couple of weddings we have done and what we have to offer. So today I said I was going to talk about budgeting, how to budget for your wedding and why should you budget for your wedding. Let me talk about a couple of past experience. When you meet couples and they meet you, Emmanuel, I want you to do our wedding. I say, okay, what is your budget? What do you have as your budget for this wedding? And sometimes you say probably 500,000. I say, okay, this is what you can do for 500,000. How many people would you want at your wedding? And you hear somebody say, I have 800 people. Sorry for laughing. 800 people with 500,000. How is that possible? It's not possible. You cannot have 800 people with just 500,000 CFA. Are you crazy? Oh, some other person will tell you I have 2 million, like one case I had. The person told me I had 2 million. I said, okay, this is what I can propose to you for your dream wedding. The person gave me the vision he wanted, the colors and everything, and I produced a chart or a sketch on what we can offer for 2 million. And the person was like, okay. But the unfortunate situation is that person did not have 2 million in their account. The person had like 700,000, and the person was hoping on things that the cousins, the friends, the families will give. We know in our African tradition it is true that parents always support, but particularly it is done when you want to pay the bride price or you're going to do the traditional marriage. A lot of people support with money, with drinks, with things, cash and kind. But when you're doing your white wedding, people support, but some people tell you I'll give 8 crates. Some don't tell you, they just put money in the envelope and give you. So it is kind of complicated, and I told people don't always plan your wedding with money in people's pockets. It's like you're preparing to buy a house and you know that you're going to get money from this person to buy the house. It doesn't always work that way, because even if the person owes you, as long as the person has not given you the money, that money is not your money. The person can shock you that just a day before the day the person will give you the money, you calling the person the number I'm not going through, or the person meets you and tell you one situation, I get cried down, my became nowhere, they want to do this one, that. What do you do when you've planned your wedding, you've set the date, you've sent out invitations? What do you do? Don't plan your wedding with money you don't have at hand. That is one lesson people should learn in wedding planning. Don't plan your wedding with money you don't have at hand. If you have 1 million, be prepared to do a wedding for 1 million. Don't go to have 500 guests when you have 1 million and you want a luxurious wedding. All the weddings they watch on YouTube, the videos they see on Facebook, they want such weddings, but you don't have the money. It is not possible. And later when, I don't even know wedding planners who take such a wedding, and later when you don't deliver, they start insulting the wedding planners, your family start cursing you. But doesn't mean you bring a wedding moon planner. Now you go carry your one, go do thing where you do see for TV, now the person don't do fine. Of which you do not give the person the right budget to earn. So, like what I do is that when you ask, I say, Bridget, this, if it's this amount you have, this is what we can offer for this amount. Sometimes the couples will refuse. No. If not my family do auntie if cook chop, my uncle will bring this, he go reduce the price, and then my uncle to say go buy suit, the other one to say go give me hall, the other one to say go give, and they have just 200,000 in their coffers. Never do that. It's preferable you have just 1 million, and then people say they'll help you. You plan a wedding for 1 million, and then anything that comes in, it should be a plus to your wedding. That makes your wedding bigger than when you expected. Rather than that, is that thing you were expecting. When it fails you, what do you do at that point? That's why most people get disappointed, most people get heartbroken. You see people after their wedding, their own debts. People are waiting for the envelopes, the gifts that people give. Just ask 100 couples in Cameroon or in other African countries. I think it's happening in the world, but I'm taking my context. After their wedding, what were they expecting? Like, where's the envelopes? Or if you ask them, what kind of gift do you want me to give you? Do you want me to give you in cash or in kind? Just ask any couple that was managing to do their wedding. No, give us cash. Because some of them have taken the hall, they have not paid for. They have made cake, they have not paid for. They wanted luxurious things, they have borrowed things, borrowed money from the meeting, jangi, borrowed money from the bank to do your wedding. No. If you do that, you're failed. That's why you see after the wedding, you have insults. People come and insult you. Pay that money, you borrow me. Now because of me, we do your wedding, blah, blah, blah. And people have a lot of problems. No, that is the wrong way. It's better you plan your wedding like now, we're in 2020, well, I beg your pardon, we're in 2021, the end of 2021, we're in October, it's already ending, today is the 27th. If you want to plan your wedding and you want a luxurious wedding, look for a wedding planner now and tell the person I want such a big wedding. The person will say, okay, you have to have at least 12 million or 10 million to have this kind of wedding. And then you say, no, I don't have this money now, but within 2 years in that time, with the salary I have and everything, I think I can make it. And you plan your wedding for 2 years' time. For example, I have a wedding in 2023 already. I have about 2 weddings that I have to do in 2023 in my calendar. The people want a very luxurious wedding. The kind of photos and images and what they gave out to me as a wedding planner to plan their wedding, it is wow. But I told them, better soup na money cook, and I gave them this. I can even do more, and I gave them this, and they said like, what you propose to us is what we want. So what we're going to do, they were to get married this year, ending 2021. There, because of the kind of vision they have and what I proposed to them, they said, no, we can afford this in 2023. So early 2023, I think we can do the wedding. And that's it. So they're working on that to get 15 million or 20 million to do their wedding vis-a-vis what I proposed to them. I think people should work on that. When you want to do your wedding, you don't just get up in the morning if you're not rich to do your wedding. For the rich people, yeah, you can get up and want to, you see they propose to a lady and say, I want to get married to you in 3 days. They have their money, they want to do the luxurious thing, and they do it. But you who does not have, please take time to plan your wedding. You can keep the money because it's a dream day. You want to remember the day. You always want that when you think of that day, it should be what you dreamt of. Plan your wedding well. Take out time to do your wedding well. There are those who even still plan after 2 years, they have not met the amount. Go with what you have and be able to tell the truth to the wedding planner. Because some people don't speak the truth. You ask them, how much do you have? They're not even willing to give their money to the wedding planner. Okay, let me tell you something. When you're looking for a professional wedding planner, if you want that, they always have a contract, which is legalized by the police, that you can always sue them after that. If the picture and the sketch they painted to you is not what they offered with the amount they asked for. If you ask for 500,000 and you want a certain amount of things to happen and it does not happen, and that's what the wedding planner signed for a sketch, you have the right to sue the person. So people should stop being scared to give their money to a wedding planner. I know I've heard a couple of stories that some people did not actually deliver what they were expecting, but that is one in the kind of case. If you get a professional wedding planner, the person will definitely deliver, because it's as much as you deliver, that's how more people get to you. If you don't deliver and you're sabotage out there with pictures and proof that is true, definitely that kills your career. So please, ladies and gentlemen, when you try to do your wedding, plan ahead of time if you don't have enough money. If you have enough money, meet a wedding planner to do your wedding so that you have less stress. You should not borrow to do your wedding. After the wedding, you are having a headache, you cannot rest. Instead of people going for honeymoon, having sweet times, people coming to visit, no. You're counting every penny that everybody gave in the envelope. You're trying to pay debt. You're paying left and right. This did not go well. This did not go. I know couples that after the wedding, they were not talking because the husband decided that, discovered that the wife borrowed money to do the spinster's night. Why do you go for things you cannot afford? Go for things you can afford so that after your wedding, you always have good memories. So please, always plan on your budgeting. Go for what is you can afford. Cut your coat according to your size, because you live to remember this day and don't remember the day cursing. Okay, thank you very much for watching. You can subscribe, watch my program on YouTube, share the videos. You can also follow us on Facebook, and thank you for tuning in. If you have anything wedding, you can contact Special Weddings, controlled by me and my team, and we'll give you the best.